I'm trying my best not to sandbag on these vlogs, but I guess it's just a habit for me to sandbag because I don't want to whiplash people with my words, because I can do that very easily. I can destroy people with words. It's not that hard. I don't need to get angry to destroy you with words. I just use the facts and the truth and the reality and the fact that I don't fall under those facts and you do, and I can destroy people. But that's not what it's about. Because when you have power, it's not about being able to flaunt it and use it. The control and the restraint comes from having it and knowing how to, if at all, to use it at all. Because I'm a great liar doesn't mean I should use it. Doesn't mean I have the right to use it. Doesn't mean, oh, I can do it whenever I want. I don't give a damn because you can't see it. Tough shit. No, no, no. That's a stupid mentality. And I have to go through that and I have to learn that the hard way. And this is me trying to help you guys, whoever the hell stumbles across these vlogs, maybe it's this one, maybe it's another one, trying to help you guys save you guys selves time and trouble and energy from doing the stupidities that I did. And you know, it's a real shame that, you know, people, I'm not going to say like me, the toot horns, but that's kind of what it is. People like me that put my time and effort to make these vlogs or whatever, talk this advice, talk about this experiences and stuff that I've gone through to try to save people like you guys, or whoever I'm talking about, if I'm apparently not referencing you, because you're so great. You know, it's a real shame and a pity when I try to save people trouble, time, and energy from making the stupidities that I made in my life, even though I'm only 25. God knows, Jesus Christ, people twice my age are making still the same stupidities they making when they were in high school. Jesus, and I see it myself, and it's a terrible shame, and I don't want to see that happen to any more people. But you know, people nowadays, oh, they're real dumb. I'm not gonna lie, they can't see shit. They don't think, you know. Just them walking or just them having a face affects other people, makes people want to stay away from them or draw them closer. Just the way people say it, the way people talk, what they choose, how the words they choose, how it flies out, how it gets received on the other end, the delivery, everything. How you project yourself, what movement you're doing with your body to project yourself, all that kind of stuff comes in together with how you're affecting other people. And people don't think. People don't think. People are real dumb nowadays. I swear, it's just pathetic. And that's why I sandbag for the sake of others. Because I'm not selfish. I think of others. And that's fine, because when I was growing up, I was a selfish motherfucker. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be swearing some words on here just to get the passion and the point out there that I'm a stupid idiot. I'm not smart. I just learned the ability to teach myself and grow. That's all I did. I'm not a smart guy. I'm not very clever. I ain't graduated from college. I ain't done much. But what I did was whatever I did have, that life was so kind as to give me. Oh, I turned it in and I maximized on everything that I could with my brain. And I got smarter from it. And if I can do it, I'm an idiot. ADHD, anger management, all that shit, it don't matter. You know, that's what I am. But you can't tell. Oh, how come you cannot tell? Well, because I mastered it. I tamed it. I don't let it rule me. I rule it. It's that simple. You're going to let your stuff rule you then, you know, well, shucks. Live with what you got. Live in the bed that you made. You made the cup, you drink it. All those kind of words, all those kind of little phrases, oh, that's you. That's everybody. Oh, that's your decision. Live with it. As an adult, as a grown-ass man, you got to live with your shit. That's what it comes down to. And 20 years from now, 30 years from now, you know, I can't see that far. I'm not psychic. I can't read the future. But I want to know that right now, I put the steps into motion right now, that 20 years from now, it's going to be a lot better than me not putting no steps at all. I'll be working on the high school job that I'm doing right now. 20 years later, I'll still be working on the high school job, where the high school kids be coming in working, calling me uncle. Oh, fuck that. Oh, I'm more better than that. And so are you. That's the whole damn point about this thing. It's about figuring out that we're better than what we are now. And that, to be able to realize that and see that. You don't need other people to tell you that. You just need to know that and believe that in yourself. You don't need to have the worst shit of experiences to happen in your goddamn life to freaking figure that out and realize that you're better than that. So you need to think and realize what the hell you're doing. And that's affecting people. Even though it's got nothing to do with them. Even though it's a decision that has no way connection to them. You're affecting them. Gotta think. Jeez, people don't think nowadays. And I hate to admit it, but I was the greatest example of people that didn't think back then. You know, YOLO this, YOLO that, drink, booze, party, have a good time, skip classes, you know, all that good stuff, hang out with the homies, kicking on the block, whatever you want to call it. That's what I was used to do back in the day, and it ain't cool, it ain't right. You know, there's the good days, glory days, I wouldn't take it back for a thing in the world because it gave me all the knowledge I have now. But it'd be useless for me to just talk it and not live it. You guys wouldn't listen to me or believe me if I just talked it and I didn't walk it. People will listen to you if you talk. And if your words are that good, oh, you'll deceive them easily. But I'm not trying to deceive people. I'm not trying to buy people. I'm not trying to give them money. I'm not trying to give them no objects or nothing. I don't want none of that. I can earn my stuff. And that's the way I want you guys to see it too. You don't need people to be buying you stuff. You can earn your stuff. Because people be trying to buy people nowadays. That's how it is. People be trying to take the loopholes and deal the drugs and do the stuff to get the riches and stuff. It's more prevalent than ever nowadays than it has ever been. People are dealing drugs, slinging the rock, doing whatever. You know, going to parties and dealing drugs, and just it's a quick, cheap, and easy way to get to the car, to get to the girl that is blinded by object, that she doesn't see what kind of person you are on the inside, what kind of skill you got that can make it last if all that shit goes to the fan. That's what I'm about. That's what it's really about. It's about getting those skills, those things that'll pay the bills. When you have nothing, you can't take the skill away from you. That's what it's about. Skill cannot be taken away from you when you've earned it and gained it. That's the thing that people nowadays they tend to miss. They tend to not be able to have their eyes developed to see true skill and a good human being in front of them. And a lot of times, I hate to admit it, but it goes wasted. They end up continuing to stay where they're at or stay stuck in the mud hole that they're in, and they can't get their foot out of it. And it's terrible. It's a terrible shame. But my hands are tied. A lot of people nowadays, they be tying my hands. They be tying people's hands that are trying to help them. And it's a real damn shame to watch somebody die right in front of you slowly, and you can't do nothing about it. And that's pretty much how my life is lately. All I do is see all these problems, all these things, and all this stuff that I want to help people out with, but my hands are tied. I just gotta watch them fall slowly. I can't catch them. I can't do nothing because they don't want it. They ain't gonna have it, and that's a damn shame. That's a shame of it all. And I put it to you just like that. It's a shame of it all. To watch somebody that you care about, and you don't just talk that you care about them. You feel it. You know it. When they do something stupid, it ain't got nothing to do with you, but you feel it. You feel their pain. That kind of real stuff. That's the real shit I'm talking about. And you gotta watch them fall right in front of you, and you can't, there ain't nothing you can do about it. All the riches in the world can't buy nothing, because there ain't no cure for it. And you gotta watch that, and you gotta watch it suffer, slowly deteriorate. You tell me how it feels. Because that's what it is. That's what it's always been lately. That's what it's been for the past few years. You just watch people just slip away. And you just gotta stand there, and you kind of hate the world sometimes for giving you the eyes to see the good in people, but they can't see it in themselves. And it's just it's a waste of time and energy for you to tell them, because they're deaf and they can't hear it, and they can't feel it because they're numb. And that's just what it always is, at work, at home, outside, when I'm driving around, or I'm walking around and stuff. And you may not be able to tell. I may be putting it off, like I look nonchalant or I look angry or something, but in reality, maybe I'm just concentrating. Maybe I'm always thinking. Maybe I'm wondering why this person is a complete stranger that doesn't mean nothing to me in my life. Why are they like that? Maybe I'm actually showing some compassion. You just can't tell. You never know. That's how it is in the world. That's how it is with people. You can't read minds. That's the point I'm trying to make right here, is you can't read minds. You can care about your own, you can do this and do that, and as long as I take care of my own, I take care of this, I take care of that, everything should be fine. But when it comes down to that point where we all have to kind of, feel for each other, because there's going to come those times when you have to rely on a stranger. You got to put your trust and faith in somebody you don't know nothing about. It happened one time or another. It happened to me, and I'm only 25. It happened to me many times, and I'm only 25. Where I've been put in that situation, or God or whoever, or life throws it at you, where you're stuck in a situation. You got this other guy with you, but who the hell is this guy? And it's like that. It's just what all this vlogging is about. That's what all this advice is about. Just me talking about this stuff. And yeah, I'm just talking. Yeah, who's this guy? Oh, what the hell are you trying to do? Are you trying to get famous or whatever? No, I'm not. I'm trying to help others, idiot. Think. Oh, like I love to just look at myself in the goddamn iPhone, because I just upgraded to an iPhone. So it's 1080p. Finally. What? But, it's not like that. This whole entire endeavor, this whole entire vlog, this whole entire advice, and this whole entire martial arts thing that I'm doing on YouTube, that we got this separate channel of me and my friends, it's not, for me personally, on my own channel, I'm going to tell you straight away, it ain't about the fame, it ain't about the money. It's just about helping others. It's that simple. You come across it, I can't be everywhere. I can't get to know everybody. I only have 24 hours in a day, and I can only be in so much places at once. But this is my way of trying to, devote my time, my energy to be in front of this thing, so you guys can watch my stupid faces, to watch me on the verge of crying, because I'm that passionate about this shit. For me to slowly stop sandbagging and say it how it is, and whiplash you with my words, because God knows you need those words to slap the shit out of you so you can get your fucking ass in motion. Because God knows I didn't have that. I ain't had nobody to tell me that. I'm the oldest out of my siblings. I ain't had nobody to slap me in the face and wake me up. I didn't have people that I looked up to that weren't blood related to, to follow and guide. I was just walking my own path and not knowing what the hell's in front of me. And it's terrible, because that means that all the pitfalls I couldn't see until I fell in them. And I had to climb out. And if I had pieces of shit around me, they would have just watched me. They would have been all selfish like and everything. That's why it really helps you to realize that when you're walking your path and you find pitfalls and stuff, you really realize who is with you and who is not. When shit gets thrown to the fan, who's with you and who's not, who's standing there and who's not going to stand there. And you times that by X amount of years, 5, 6, 7 years or whatever, you start to really realize who they are as real human beings, and if they're going to last long or they ain't. And what's the reason why they're with you, and why the hell you with them, and it's like that. It's a real reality check. Just beyond platonic, even romantic. Like when you should have broke something up, 6 months ago, but you've been keeping it going for like a year and a half or something. No offense, Toshi. Oh, name dropped. But It's like that. You just got to be able to see that. The more you develop your eyes, your heart, your ears, your mind, the more apt you are to see these things sooner than later. And you can avoid the pitfall because you see it 10 feet in front of you, and it looks to be about 12 feet deep from this standpoint, and you're able to walk around it rather than having to put your foot right over the damn thing and fall into it and crack your neck and break your leg, and you know that equates to the amount of time you got to take the heel up and climb out of that hole. That's metaphorically speaking, of course, for you guys out there. Just that's what it is. You don't have to fall into every pitfall. That's the point I'm trying to make over here. Is that if you have people, whether it's me